Hello everyone, it's Leo, and it's time to talk about episode 34 from TWINKLE PRECURE. Today I have my Curious Leo plushie with me because this episode was all about Elena, and you guys know how much I love her. I even got this. It's supposed to be a pencil case, but I don't know, it's something that we can store things. A Curious Leo one. I thought this was a hard pencil case, but it's not. And it's very cute, but it's transparent. I also did not know it was transparent. But you know, my Elena collection is growing day by day. I'm trying very hard, I'm working very hard to be able to get not all, but to get lots of different Curious Leo stuff because I love her so much. And I'm very happy because this episode was gorgeous. It was amazing. We're in the middle of the girls trying to search for Twinkle Imagination. The girls are trying to understand what it is. And this episode did not bring anything new. But it was done with so much care and so much affection. I don't know. For me, it was very, very good. And I really liked how they worked with Elena as a character in this episode. Because we've had an episode in which she had a little conflict with her brother. And she wasn't the one who solved this conflict, and that was totally okay. I mean, it was Lala who was the one that actually talked to Elena's brother in that episode, and I feel that it worked perfectly at that time. But now it's time for a conflict that Elena herself should resolve, and that's what she did in a very, very beautiful way. Like, even me thinking about it gets me a little emotional because this episode, it was very simple, but it was, there was so much care in it. I don't even know, but there was so much care. It was so cute. Like, the ending, the last part of the episode, it was so soft. It was so sweet. I loved it. So, basically, the premise of this episode is that we're going to have a new visitor here on Earth from the Starscape Alliance. I never remember the name of the guys that are working. And they're coming to Earth. So their mission is to actually understand more of the planet in which the Cures live. So they're going there, and it was funny because when they said that, Lala was quickly jumping on and said, hey, I'm an alien and I'm living here, so I am the one doing this work. But they wanted someone from the Starship Alliance. I'm going to call it Starship. I'm not sure if that's the right name. But anyways, and so, the girls were preparing themselves to have a new visitor, to have someone to come over. Hikaru was obviously very excited. She was like, "Kirayaba!" And she even did a big sign saying welcome and everything. And I think it was Madoka that looked at her and said, girl, this person probably doesn't even know Japanese. But we have a problem. For the first time in Star Twinkle, the pendants did not work. The pendants in Star Twinkle, they're used for the girls to transform, but they also work as translators because the girls are able to communicate with anyone in the whole universe, in the whole galaxy. And in this case, in this episode, it wasn't possible simply because it didn't work as a translator at all. So this alien arrived. It arrived in a ship that really looked like a vegetable. It was a very funny ship. And when they arrived, the girls tried to communicate with it. They couldn't. And it was not explained why. One of the girls even said something like, why isn't our pendant working in this case? And my theory is that this alien does not communicate through words. Their language is not verbal. I mean, they communicate with signs and body language, but not through words and vocabulary like we do. It's more of a type of a sign language. That's what they were trying to do when they arrived. And so the Twinkle, the pendant, the star pendant, was not able to translate this kind of vocabulary, this kind of language. It was just not possible. And the girls were left, for the first time in Star Twinkle, they were left with someone they did not understand. And the alien was trying to communicate with the girls, and they weren't successful. Hikaru was obviously gold with her comedy by, you know, trying to understand what the alien was saying, and she was just like, oh, he just wants, they just want to dance flamenco with us, and she started dancing like, Hikaru, oh my god. And then Elena jumped into the front and she tried to understand the alien, and she was able to get like the whole picture of what the alien was saying and understand that they wanted water. And so she took the cactus to the water. They called him Saburo, I think, but it wasn't its real name. So, and then they started a friend-like relationship. Elena showed the alien lots of different places from Earth, and the alien was very happy when Elena showed it flowers. The alien felt very happy because I think that they felt like they had someone similar to them. When Elena showed the flowers, like, I'm a flower, so there's also a flower here on Earth, so I kind of feel at home. And then Elena and the girls took the alien to the city, and that's when the problem started. First, we had a nice scene at San Lisa with Elena's father. I love Elena's family, and it was very cute. You know, he quickly hugged the girls because the girls, he knows them already, he likes them a lot, and when he saw Uni, he was like, oh, you were a new girl, and he hugged her quickly, and she was like, meow. It was awesome. I really like Elena's family. Unfortunately, we didn't see her siblings, but we saw her father and mom in this episode. And so when like the whole scene was okay up until Elena showed Saburo a flower, and the flower was not in its natural habitat, and then it created a problem. Saburo was very angry. The fake Saburo was very angry at them, and especially at Elena, and they just left and went onto their spaceship and stays there. Did not open at all for anyone. And so Elena was feeling very confused, and she was trying to understand what happened and what caused this problem. And I mean, for us that are viewing it, that are out of it, it was easy to understand why the alien was angry because of the flower, and because he saw the flower outside of its natural habitat. It was an easy thing for us to understand, but I don't think it would have been that easy for the girls in their teenage years to understand the situation. It's very different, and it's very out of their normal lives and normal routines. I mean, it's out of ours as well, but you know, for us as we get older, I think it's easier. So Elena had a very nice talk with her mom, and she said, like, I really liked that scene between her and her mom, because she was talking about how she sees her mom and how powerful her mom is because of what she does, and how amazing her ability of making other people understand each other is. And her mom is a translator, so she works with languages, and she works with different cultures and different people, different ideas, and she has to make people understand each other. And that's something that Elena has in her as well, and she does not understand yet, I think. And her mom says, like, it's not only important to translate what they're saying, but to actually understand what they're feeling, and to actually understand their intentions and what's going on with them, and trying to make people actually understand each other. And so Elena got that to heart and tried to make Saburo understand. So Saburo is not actually Saburo, because actually Saburo was in another planet. He was just slacking off, taking some vacation, some time off for himself, and that alien was just a random alien that came to Earth just to spend a good time. And so when Elena knew that, the first reaction of the girls was to say, like, oh, we're just wasting time with this. But Elena was like, no way, we actually have a mission to make this alien feel good on Earth, and I really want to make them understand me, and I want to make them smile. And that's a big characteristic of Elena, making other people smile. And I think she understood that smiling is not the only important thing. I mean, they need to actually understand you. That's also very, very important. And so that's what she tried to do. But when they arrived in the alien when the alien arrived in the spaceship, Tenjo was there and she transformed it into a monster. And, you know, the fight was boring because stock footage, but it had a very cute moment with this. When Elena did it, when Cure Soleil did this, I mean, we had this established as somewhat of a sign for them, because Elena was trying, Cure Soleil was trying to call him, was trying to call the alien for the alien to wake up, and the alien was not listening. But when she did this symbol, she was able to come through, and the alien stopped, and the girls were able to defeat it. And Elena did not want to fight. All the girls fought it somehow, especially except for Cure Cosmo. They all tried to attack the monster, but Elena didn't. Elena did not attack the monster at all. She just wanted to come through, and she was able to do that. And after that, we had a very beautiful moment, a very heartfelt moment between Elena and Saburo, who's not called Saburo. Saburo is the one that was lacking off. That ending, that episode ending, I just can't. It was amazing. And, you know, I feel like Elena, she talked a lot. And I feel like the alien did not understand what she said. She was saying, I'm sorry because of the flowers and everything. And she understood that was something that could have hurt that alien. You know, the fact that they sell flowers here on Earth. But she tried to explain to the alien that that's something that we do. That's something that we use to convey our emotions. And so ultimately the alien understood. And the alien was able to modify its body just to give Elena a flower. And one thing that I found very interesting was the fact that no one could hug the alien because it was full of spikes. Puduns, I'm sorry for you. But overall, I felt like if there was a hug at the end of this episode, it would have been way stronger. But, you know, I don't feel like it wasn't needed because it was cute and powerful anyways. And I absolutely loved it. And, you know, the ending with the alien modifying its body and giving a little flower to Elena saying, I understand you and now I am conveying my feelings to you without saying anything. But with this act, it was awesome. Like, this episode did not bring anything to the overall plot of Star Twinkle, but I felt like it brought a lot of character to Elena, and it brought a beautiful, cute, and heartfelt moment between a human and an alien. And sometimes we try to see everything as a love relationship, but this was so pure and so friendship-like. You know, it was so cute, and, you know, overall, an amazing friendship was born after Elena and fake Saburo were able to understand each other. And I really hope that they see each other more. Like, seeing Saburo's story was kind of sad as well. Saburo tried to visit lots of different planets, and in every single one, they were hostile to them. And in Earth, it was the only place that fake Saburo found someone who paid attention to what they were trying to say, who gave them a good time, and he was able to make friends with our girl, Elena. An amazing episode, and, you know, for me, the highlight of this episode was the ending scene with Saburo becoming flowerous. Flowerous, is that even a word? I don't think it is, but I just created it if it does not exist. A flowerous creature and giving a flower to Elena. Gold. Anyways, guys, that was my view on episode 34. Please leave a comment with yours, and let's keep our talk in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, bye-bye!